We're live from the Toyota Stadium this evening on the outskirts of Dallas, Texas. We're in Frisco for the first ever game for two new clubs in a new league. We're in USL League One. This is North Texas playing host to Chattanooga Red Wolves. An interesting meeting for these two teams as the head coach for North Texas, Eric Quill, has previously played for the manager of Chattanooga Red Wolves, Tim Hankinson. There you see the two of them meeting at the center of the park as we now take a look at these two teams. We'll start first with Chattanooga. Leading the line for Chattanooga Red Wolves, Ayman Zayed scored 8 times in the championship a year ago with Charlotte Independence, but has played for Tim Hankinson before and been a prodigious goal scorer for them as well. Some other players with championship experience in the form of Richard Dixon, Alex Mangles, and Colin Falvey, who is a player coach, 33 years of age, and is a assistant on Tim Hankinson's staff, one of the best leaders he's ever had. Meanwhile, for North Texas, almost exactly the opposite, a team full of youth, talented young talents coming through. Ricardo Pepi leading the line tonight, 16 years of age, scored 19 times at U17 level for the FC Dallas Academy team, scored 6 times in 4 games in preseason, and is looking to hit the ground running here in USL League One against Chattanooga Red Wolves this evening. But it should be a fun one. It is a first ever game for these two clubs. North Texas SC, the long-awaited USL debut of that club in Chattanooga, moving into USL League One as well. We're live from the Toyota Stadium with first half kickoff next.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Hydrate. I've got a job to do.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. Forerunner. Treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off.
Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. Oof. You never cease to amaze me, Maya.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Injuries can be overcome. Returns can be triumphant. The top of your game is well within reach. From comprehensive care to advanced research, everything you need to rehab, recover, and refuel your performance is in the playbook at Texas Health Sports Medicine.
As the teams file out onto the field, we are ready for USL League One action this evening as North Texas are home with Chattanooga Red Wolves this evening. Should be a very interesting game between two teams that are built in almost entirely. Look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. We'll start first with the host, North Texas SC. Just one player with experience in this team at MLS level, and that is Jimmy Maurer. Brandon Servanian is also featured at times for the MLS side, but for the most part, it's Jimmy Maurer, who's got championship experience, he's got NASL experience, he's got MLS experience, and he's also the only player over the age of 22 in this North Texas side. He'll feature in goal. He's the backup goalkeeper for FC Dallas. Ricardo Pepi is definitely one to watch leading the line. Meanwhile, for Chattanooga, definitely a midfield combination of 4. Interesting to talk to Tim Hankinson this week. He was singing the praises of Connor Doyle, who is an MLS veteran. He played in MLS with DC United, and now it came to Chattanooga as a center forward, and now is playing as a midfielder. Will be part of that midfield 4 with Soto playing in behind that front 2 of Zayed and Sione. And we're just about set to get started in this one. Should be an interesting night here at the Toyota Stadium. No doubt an interesting venue choice. Obviously, it is the home stadium of FC Dallas, but could have played at a smaller stadium nearby, but decided that they were going to put the top side in the same stadium as the USL League One side. And so we'll have North Texas playing at the Toyota. And for Chattanooga, a first game away from home. They're back home in a week's time in Chattanooga for their home opener. They will not be playing it, however, at their new soccer-specific stadium. Will be ready in 2020. And so, a first game away before playing this 2019 season at a high school stadium in Chattanooga, one of the soccer hotbeds of the United States. Now playing at a professional level here in USL League One. Marco Vega is the man in the middle. Will be refereeing this one. It'll be North Texas going from right to left. Chattanooga in their chain strip of white with red shorts and red trim. It is opening weekend of USL League One, and tonight's matchup sees North Texas play host to Chattanooga Red Wolves. Welcome in. My name is Chris Whittingham, here for commentary of this one in two very differently built clubs. North Texas, part of the FC Dallas setup in Major League Soccer, are looking to bring through some young players that will add to their philosophy of one day fielding a team of 11 players, homegrown from the Dallas areas. The cross is delivered, and the left-footed strike by Ricardo Pepi is a bit off the mark. And a decent cross in there from Kevin Bonilla, the 17-year-old, as we now bring you our injury report. It is presented by Texas Health Sports Medicine. Nothing to report from a North Texas point of view as we're just getting the season started. Tony Walls missing for Chattanooga with an ankle injury. As it's played back to the goalkeeper, Alex Mengels here for Chattanooga. Is on this right-hand side is Brian Reynolds. He'll try and play the 1-2, receive the ball back. The 17-year-old from Fort Worth, a U.S. Youth International and a USDA championship winner, as a free kick is won on that right-hand side by Arturo Rodriguez, whose brother David is on the bench for this North Texas side. One of a few pairs in this team. You have the Rodriguez brothers. You also have a pair of players that are coming over from the Czech League. One not in the squad. The other is Jata. Starts in midfield for North Texas as the free kick is delivered and will come all the way through. And Alex Mengels just had to make sure it goes out of play. As now we can bring you our Toyota keys to the game for North Texas. It is take advantage of your youth and the legs and the energy to maybe run ragged at Chattanooga side that has a bit more experience in it. The front three of Bidi, Zayed, and Sione all over the age of 30. And now they're trying to apply some pressure, maybe take advantage of their guile, which would no doubt be the key for Chattanooga. As a free kick is given here for Chattanooga in the center of the park. The heavy tackle in there from Alfuseni Jata. And now Chattanooga will set up over it. Walefi Dosreish, the Brazilian holding midfielder, will have a chance to send one in for Tim Hankinson's men. As the long ball is delivered and the header is on. And appeals for a deflection after the ball came off the head. I believe Andrew Mullen came forward from the back. You have a look here for the free kick from Walefi. of our technical difficulties, as opportunity is on here for North Texas and Pepi, who will loft it out to this right-hand side. A fantastic ball out to Reynolds, who sizes up his options, appeals for handball, and off the deflection, it'll be Mangles to collect. Alex Mangles coming from Portland Timbers 2, and his first real regular run in a professional side. Starting 15 times, collecting 6 clean sheets, the 25-year-old. Taken down well there by Josue Soto. No. Walefi. And booted along to this right-hand side for Stephen Beatty, one of a pair of Irishmen who will play up top here for Chattanooga. Walefi. And Jonathan Caparelli. Came from USL League 2 side, Golden State Force. The amateur side that went furthest in the U.S. Open Cup, the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Lamar Hunt, of course, the founding fathers of FC Dallas. The Hunt family still do own the club. Lamar's stewardship, a large part of that U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame, which Nine is behind the North Texas half here in this first half. This FC Dallas will play out of the back. Jimmy Maurer just commanding things, keeping everyone calm. And we'll again leave it here with Callum Montgomery, the 4th overall pick in the MLS Super Draft in 2019, after a 4-year career at UNC Charlotte, a native of British Columbia. This is Seeley, just 15 years of age, Dante Seeley. Signed as a homegrown player in February, the 25th MLS homegrown player for FC Dallas, as a free kick is now given here to Chattanooga. Seeley, the son of former Trinidad and Tobago international Scott Seeley. And through the various youth levels, scored 51 goals in 55 academy appearances. As now the pressure's on here from Pepi, and you see the pace at which Nicholas Amponsa and Andrew Mullen will be defended this evening. Here's Caparelli. This ball is lofted out to this right-hand side. Richard Dixon will try and take it down for Chattanooga and does play it to feet of Soto. And now play it down the line. Last year with Oklahoma City Energy, Richard Dixon. Plenty of USL Championship experience in this Chattanooga team. Chattanooga Red Wolves are indeed starting an academy, trying to bring some young players from around the area. But for now, Tim Hankinson says the priority is on winning games and bringing in experience and players that can win. The opportunities on here for Kevin Bonilla down this left-hand side, another academy product. He's gone up in age level every year since 2016 and now playing USL League 1. One of 6 players in this North Texas side this evening for manager Eric Quill. His age starts with a 1. That's a blatant handball there against Bonilla. Do see, based off of the neckwear of the officials down on the sideline, that is a bit of a chilly evening in Frisco. .51 degrees at kickoff this evening. As here's Caparelli. Tries to play it down the line towards Sione. Spanish-born. Last year played his club football in Iceland. Tim Hankinson describes him as a wing midfielder or second forward. Plays out on that left-hand side with Beatty out on the right. Here's North Texas. Now, Hosseini Jata. Jones on loan from a lower division side in the Czech Republic, MFK Vyškov. Montgomery. And back with the goalkeeper, Maurer. You see that style is as important as substance for this North Texas side. They do want to learn the skills required of playing at MLS level. It's Maurer, the 30-year-old, without question the only player whose age starts with a 3, 30 years of age in this North Texas team. Next oldest player is Oscar Romero, midfielder at age 22. It's taken down here by Seeley. Lovely flick over the top towards Jota. He's taken down over on that left-hand side and earns a free kick off of Connor Doyle. And another opportunity for North Texas. Play a ball in towards that penalty area. As here's a replay of that foul presented by Advocare. Not a ton in that, but a little bit of a tug on the shirt. And now Dante Seeley, the 15-year-old, will have an opportunity to swing a ball in. 5 red shirts in that penalty area. Two men in the wall, Sione and Soto, as it is sent in low and hits that first man, Beatty. And another appeal for handball there against Bonilla. And those are a couple of blatant offenses. As here is a second handball played off the right arm there of Kevin Bonilla, the 17-year-old, off to a bit of a bumpy start. Here's Seeley. Tries to play it outside of the booth with his left, just a bit too casual, and gives it away. Walefi. Well cut out there by Breck Evans, the 19-year-old who will partner with Montgomery in central defense this evening. Played long there by Tim Hankinson, center back Mullen. Hankinson, last couple of years managing in Jamaica, but has been a manager at professional level in this country and elsewhere since 1992. Plenty of experience. Got things started with Charleston Battery that year. Has managed in Major League Soccer with Tampa Bay Mutiny. Crossed paths with the North Texas manager Eric Quill. Well, in his role as head of player development in Major League Soccer back in the late 90s, as the lovely back heel is on there from Pepi, and the chance on here for North Texas SC. Trying to leave it here for Seeley. Instead, it comes out to this left-hand side, and Bonilla. Calm and patient build-up for FC Dallas and Arturo Rodriguez, but it's given away there by Jota in the center of the park. And now Soto. Was then dubbed Nike Project 40, which was meant to convince players to sign professional contracts with Major League Soccer. The ball's played in. It's awkward at the back, and it's the opening goal for North Texas. And it's the goal hunter, Ricardo Pepi, a prodigious goal scorer at every level. And now at USL League One level, a first ever goal for North Texas SC. Awkward back pass, and Pepi taking advantage. It's not an awkward back pass, it's a tremendous through ball. And there's poor communication there between Mullen and Mengels, and it's Pepi there to take advantage. And Ricardo Pepi, the 16-year-old, eligible as an international for both the U.S. and Mexico. And now a first ever goal from North Texas. Heavy sliding challenge in there from Bonilla. It's Foul in the judgment of, or fair, excuse me, in the judgment of the referee. Now counter-attacking opportunity on here for North Texas. Here's Seeley with plenty to aim at. Around one defender. Tries to flick it on the path of Pepi. Advantage given and onside given. Romero and Reynolds. Now Oscar Romero to try and dig the ball in towards Pepi. And nearly a second on the follow. It was Brian Reynolds who blazes over. Chattanooga leaving vast spaces at the back. And North Texas unlucky to not get their second in very short order. This ball comes all the way through. And Ricardo Pepi hits it straight at the goalkeeper, Mengels, and Reynolds very frustrated to blaze over. And now a response needed from Chattanooga Red Wolves. As Jata wins the ball in central midfield. And Walefi does the same for the visitors. We're there from Montgomery, but out the feet of Beatty. Going Chattanooga. And a nice first time ball there from Connor Doyle, but just got lost in the wind a little bit. And easily claimed by Jimmy Maurer in goal. And it's his first League One goal for Ricardo Pepi. Was the first confirmed USL signing in League One history of this club. Just wonder what kind of goal scorer he can be for this club and for FC Dallas. As another opportunity is on for the cross, and trying to take down that back post was Pepi, but eventually dealt with by Richard Dixon. Only as far though as Brandon Cervania. Pepi trying to flick on, but unable to direct it towards Seeley. Plays on that left side of the front three. Now Chattanooga will try and play out. Here's Andrew Mullen. Last year with Atlanta United 2. Connections across USL, both in League One and at the championship with MLS sides. Now it's a decent chance to come forward here for Chattanooga Red Wolves. Here's Scaparelli. Played out wide to Walefi. The left-footed cross is delivered. It came low through. Zayed trying to get on the other end of it, but well dealt with there by North Texas. Now Jata. Plenty of time for the host to assess their options. Evans. So you see though Chattanooga getting their shape right, denying easy passes. Montgomery. Back from Jata, and Maurer has to send clear. And that's where Chattanooga have to win, is those second balls. Opportunity might be on here for Bonilla, but coming across very well was Amponsa. And away for a throw-in. Nicholas Amponsa, the 21-year-old Ghanaian. As the header comes in from Husseini Jata, U20 international with Gambia. Also in their squad for African Cup of Nations qualifying. As now, here's Arturo Rodriguez and Romero with Reynolds running to his right. Romero carrying on his way, tried to poke it through towards Rodriguez, but will cut out by Chattanooga. Now acres of space here for the counter-attack. Chance on here. This is Sione, the Spaniard, cutting back onto his right. Well dealt with though on that far side by Cervania. Towards that byline, the left-footed cross delivered, cut out by Evans. North Texas doing well to snuff out that counter-attacking opportunity. Lovely dink into the path of Reynolds. This appeals for a throw-in. Unfounded. And now a throw-in here for North Texas. 22 mile per hour winds as well at the ground, so colder, windy evening. I imagine that will not be the case in games at this ground played in July. Just another thing for these North Texas players to get accustomed to as Reynolds goes charging on his way. Caparelli doing his best to come across, but Reynolds is into the penalty area. Here's Brian Reynolds. Leave it for the first time cross. It's right towards that penalty spot. And cleared. You see plenty of space on that right-hand side whenever Reynolds goes forward. But the switch ball now to be dealt with by Bonilla, and it comes off of Beatty and for a throw-in for North Texas. Mentioned Dante Seeley was the 25th homegrown signing of the MLS side, FC Dallas. Qualify for homegrown status, you have to be in the club's youth academy for at least 1 year. And that player does not have to go through the MLS draft process. Imagine with the League One club, there's more opportunities for those players to get minutes. You have seen players leave this club on account of that lack of minutes, including, for example, Weston McKennie, the U.S. international, now plying his trade with Schalke in the Bundesliga. Definitely some opportunities for plenty of young players in this team. You would have seen the likes of Paxton Pomykal play for a club like this a year ago, now playing with the MLS side. Sometimes that growth happens organically. Here's Bonilla. Down the line. Shoved in the back. There was Seeley by Ponce, who came all the way across and gives away a free kick. And here is, actually looked like a pair of fouls. Bonilla took a shove as well, but so did Seeley on the Advocare replay. And now free kick not sent into the penalty area, instead passed around as Reynolds tries to receive the ball at the other end and eventually cleared. Coming in off this right-hand side is Romero. And now into the penalty area. Pepi, here's Ricardo Pepi looking for two, or maybe the peel back. It was towards Seeley, but he couldn't get decisive contact. Now Bonilla and Jota would at least settle the ball, but it's given away poorly there by Jota, and counterattack on here for Josue Soto. Here comes the 30-year-old native of North Texas from Fort Worth, and now sprays it out to this left-hand side. Here is Sione, into the penalty area, Sione, and hits it straight into Evans. Well, no, on that far side by Reynolds. Now Romero. And Jota. See Eric Quill on this near side. Establishing positions. The ball there from Bonilla. Now Seeley in some space. Rodriguez. With the academy since 2017. As Seeley plays it out wide here for Bonilla. His first time, a low cross is cut out fairly simply there by Mullen. Now, breaking ball there for Beatty. Will now send it long over the top towards Eamon Zayed. 1v1 against Evans, but allows Reynolds to come into the attack in his loose touch, giving the ball away. Chattanooga certainly have opportunities on to hit on the counter, but not been able to stitch together those combination of passes and opportunities to have a clean look at Jimmy Mauer's goal. Montgomery down the line, finding Rodriguez very well. He gets the honor of the number 10 shirt with this North Texas team. Lovely outside of the boot ball there from Pepi, coming back to play. But just a bit loose there from Rodriguez, and Mullen can take care. Described himself as a one-touch passer who loves a tackle. I imagine Tim Hankinson would not mind hearing something like that. Well done there by Breck Evans. And now Callum Montgomery, first-team All-American collegiate player, now applying his trade professionally for the first time. Pepi. Out wide here for Romero. His runners with him, will deliver towards that penalty area, towards Pepi. Mullen there, able to cut out. Ricardo Pepi looks a player. Coming back, laying the ball off. Smart runs into the area. And a poacher as well, getting that goal to open the scoring in this one. Opening weekend here in USL League One. As it is an opportunity on at that near post, and Mangles had to deal with it. Well done there by Chattanooga just to snuff that one out. But North Texas nearly caught Chattanooga out. Reynolds. And a throw in here for North Texas as we'll take a look at that corner taken short. No doubt created an interesting opportunity for the hosts to nearly get that opening goal. Excuse me, that their second on the evening. Montgomery. Bonilla. There's Breck Evans, another player with tons of academy level experience with FC Dallas. 93 matches total through the USDA system. He played 1 year of college soccer a year ago at Cal Polytechnic. As Pepi lofts to the feet of Rodriguez. Now here's Reynolds. A couple of very nice touches, and now for Oscar Romero, trying to dink it through into the path of Rodriguez, but just about getting enough there, Chattanooga. Now Caparelli trying to get it clear, but actually lost out over on that far side. And now nice turn into the area from Romero. Appeals for handball. It's off the shoulder, and Bonilla striking first time and out of play. Or actually, not out of play. The wind keeping it in, and now Caparelli dinking into the path here of Doyle. See the wind really playing a role there as Bonilla really sliced across it. Now outside of the line towards Zayed. Dallas doing well. North Texas, I should say, doing well to play out. Montgomery. And chasing back to retrieve is Reynolds. Hosseini Jata. And now Servania. Played on loan last year with Tulsa Roughnecks in the championship. Now Romero will leave it with Cervania, cutting onto his left still. Cervania, the tackle from behind, well won. Chattanooga able to deal with it. You see a certain, at times it looks like casualness, at times it just looks like well won patience by North Texas on the edge of the penalty area. They don't freak out, they continue to play their game. Reynolds. Short here with Romero, who goes down, but play on, says the referee. And Beatty unable to keep it. It's come central as well. See Cito Sione wondering where everyone is. It's a nice ball that breaks through the lines. Romero, the pullback was on. Instead, a couple of twists, a couple of turns, and off of Amponsa in the end for a corner. We definitely have to keep an eye on the short corner now. That nearly worked a treat for North Texas a few minutes ago. It was a soft touch there from Romero, and it was meant to look like a leave, but instead was taken on as a corner and nearly created the chance for Chattanooga to be caught napping. The assist on that far side gave it as a fair play. And that'll be Dante Seeley to take the corner. And it is lofted in. The header came in. It looked like from Montgomery, but just drifting wide. We have already had two finals in the opening weekend of USL League One. South Georgia Tormenta winning by a 0-0 over Greenville Triumph. Alex Morel with the goal for South Georgia. And Richmond Kickers losing their home debut in League One by 3-2 to Lansing Ignite. Lansing up 3-0 early in the second half. Richmond working their way back into the game, but still dropping the points at home. As first time ball there from Soto over the top. Now Beatty taking it short here. Zayed is unmarked in the penalty area and whacks it straight into Evans. FC Dallas, North Texas failing to clear their lines. And Seeley able to clear only as far as Pepi, as one man in the counterattack plays a perfect ball into the path of Oscar Romero. We will leave it here with Brian Reynolds. Now Pepi establishing his run again. Lulin with a job to do defensively. Bonilla can run it. Soto cuts inside. They will now leave it with Cervania. Al-Husseini Jata. Now lofted towards Reynolds, who is going out of play and had to catch it. You can hear the wind from our pit side microphones really picking up. And you can see how it might have affected that long ball there from Jata. It'll be difficult to play that long switch this evening. This is lovely interplay. Imagine on the ground is where these two teams will have to keep it. North Texas wouldn't mind based off how they play it, as a wild swing out there from Cervania giving away the free kick. Started 16 times last year for Tulsa on loan. Now staying home here with North Texas. Richard Dixon leaving it with Walefi. The long ball is played in, and you see there Sione frustrated with his inability to take it down, and the appeals from the Chattanooga technical area and players. It came off a red shirt last. Let's go ahead and take a look earlier at this corner that was taken short here by North Texas. Romero just leaving it a little bit. The assistant almost takes a position as if this is fair. I think she's a bit unnerved. And now it is live, and Seeley had to take it quickly and then put in play as we're into live action. Unable to do anything with that opportunity to charge forward Pepi. And Caparelli able to play out. I thought it would be the visitors with that kind of guile this evening, but it's been North Texas pulling that off, perhaps not intentionally, but resulted in a decent chance. Here's Rodriguez and Cervania. See North Texas more than capable of playing out. Lofted by Montgomery. And Ponce away. See, those long balls have just been a bit fruitless for Chattanooga Red Wolves this evening. Well, dinked down the line there by Romero, but just couldn't stay in play. Wonder if the wind is affecting that lone horn here on the near side. Free kick for Chattanooga. Now it appears in the last few minutes the referee has successfully upset both sides. I'd say is the mark of good refereeing. Now the referee, Marco Vega, is having a conversation here with Romero for an unnecessary hand to the face. Interesting story about Eric Quill, the North Texas manager, obviously playing for Tim Hankinson, but also not really expecting this job, was coaching at academy level in the area, was thought to be the best local coach in the area. And with the movement at the top of the FC Dallas organization, it allowed him this opportunity, with Oscar Pareja leaving to Tijuana and Luchi Gonzalez being promoted from academy manager to first team manager, and allowed the opportunity for the League One job, which Quill says he thought Luchi Gonzalez was getting, but he's the manager of FC Dallas, and Quill, he's worked with Luchi Gonzalez. Opportunity on here to be the North Texas manager is the long distance effort there from Stephen Beatty going blazing over. Looked on for the Chattanooga forward. Just a bit wayward. As now it's played over the top towards Seeley. Now Walefi, the Brazilian. He joins from Brazil's Barretos Sport Club. Does have USL experience with Sewell Park. It is given away here. Here's Seeley into the penalty area. Seeley going down, and the referee waves no. But it is a corner for North Texas. And the fans not pleased. The lack of an award of a penalty here for Dante Seeley. The challenge comes in there from Walefi. He certainly had a right to go down. The referee saying no. See the fans bundled up here on this near side. And it's now a corner for Arturo Rodriguez. Lofted in towards that back post. Mangles wasn't going to be able to catch in it. So a chance there for Breck Evans, central defender. Saw come off a white shirt last, and for another corner out the other side. The Seeley to take. Again, it's going to be difficult in these conditions. As it's towards that near post, Evans trying to get something on it, nearly fell, and it cleared off the line by Chattanooga. And Ponce able to get it away, but chance on here for Jata, trying to poke it through towards Pepi. And Mangles coming rushing out. It's not Ricardo Pepi from getting his second. It was Evans and then Romero. Just kind of sliced it. And well done there by Ponsa. And here would be Jata's ball towards Pepi. Just kind of send him with a bending run the wrong way. Those replays are brought to you by Advocare. Romero and Rodriguez. As Bonilla running with him. Bonilla takes it in his stride. Just a bit heavy, and Moulin able to clear. Now Cervani up. It's a loose ball there from Rodriguez. Now Zayed onto it. Can Chattanooga hit on the counter? This is Beatty and Soto. And Sione. As Beatty and Zayed into the penalty area. It's Sione the who will strike. Again, blazing over. A couple of long-distance efforts from 30 yards out. Maybe not the way forward for Chattanooga Red Wolves. It's Cito Sione. The chance on. Scored 8 times in 2017 with Ottawa Fury before moving to Iceland. Jata. And again. Reynolds. Cervania. Very calm and deliberate tempo here from North Texas. Montgomery with a decent idea towards Kevin Bonilla. You see these fullbacks very high up the pitch. Montgomery. Pepi doing very well to play out of pressure. Calm as well there from Cervania. Bonilla. Cervania again as the wind howls here at Toyota. Reynolds. In the path of Rodriguez. He loses out. Well done there by Soto. And then Ponsa with Doyle. Lovely ball to this left-hand side for Chattanooga. And now sprinting on Sione, who can take down here in the penalty area. Cito Sione with only Zayed to aim at. Sione comes in off the right, strikes towards goal, and forces a quality save out of Jimmy Maurer. You do see his desire to get onto his left. And that was never going to beat Maurer at his near post. He had it covered. And it is Soto forward for the first corner of the match for Chattanooga Red Wolves. Only 43 minutes in. Lofted in towards that back post. And Ponsa rising, appeals for handball. Not given. Difficult to clear this one in this win, but North Texas can try and hit on the counter. Here's Rodriguez trying to play it into the run of Pepi. And the wind actually aiding Ricardo Pepi here. Jata. Lovely dink there in the path of Seeley. And now Seeley into the area towards that byline, goes down. Well done there by Jonathan Caparelli. And poor loose ball there from Soto. Get straight to North Texas. Pressure yielding. Cervania. Montgomery. Well lofted ball there into the path of Romero, but again Caparelli is growing into this game. Doing well. Doyle. Forced to play very deep, didn't have too many options, and now Al-Husseini Jata. And again. Cervania into the channel, well taken down by Reynolds. Reynolds towards Pepi. You try to flick it back for Reynolds. You can see ideas overflowing in this 16-year-old from El Paso. Almost played back. Dangerous to play that kind of ball in these conditions, but Mullen. We have been told there will not be any first half stoppage time. If we did have any, it would be presented by Advocare. But we will not have any, according to our conversations heard on the touchline. Hopefully these winds die down a little bit in the second half. This kind of takes the sting out of the game. And Ponsa. Ghanaian leaving back with Soto. Caparelli. Decent passage of passing there from Chattanooga, but now back to the goalkeeper, Maurer. Boots it away. And that will be the end of the first half, as we will not indeed have first half stoppage time. It's North Texas who get their first goal in League One history through Ricardo Pepi, and the young 16-year-old prodigious scoring talent now continues his scoring run into USL. Did it at the academy, did it in preseason, and now scoring as a 16-year-old in USL League One for North Texas. They lead by a goal to nil. They've been the dominant side over Chattanooga Red Wolves through 45 minutes. Tim Atkinson want a response from his side. On the other side, first half highlights and more coming up in our halftime show. Stay with us. North Texas.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated, because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Rehydrate. I've got a job to do.
I was on the way to work and I got a flat tire. I pulled over immediately to the Chick-fil-A parking lot.
It was raining, pouring down raining.
I was panicking. I was just so upset as I don't know how to change a tire. Then Robert came running over to me.
I felt sorry for her standing out in the rain. And I just asked, did she need help?
I was just so happy to see him. He helped me change my tire.
Robert's tire changing service.
He's a lifesaver. It just made me feel good to know that there's people like Robert out here in the world.
For tile, wood, and stone, come to the nationwide low price leader, Floor & Decor.
The prices are the lowest you will find.
Not only did we find lots of options, we were like, oh my gosh, it's so affordable.
It's affordable no matter what your budget.
I saved a lot of money at Floor & Decor. We came in under budget.
Way under budget.
Way under budget, yeah.
It's really the best pricing.
You're getting an incredible product for an amazing price.
Why wouldn't you want to save money and make your house look great?
I love to save money. Who doesn't like to save money?
Floor & Decor. You have to see it to believe it.
Why do we celebrate? Because we know this achievement isn't just for us. It's for our team, our family, and our future. It's for that final moment when we know we've defied the odds and put our future into our own hands. As the official education partner of Major League Soccer, SNHU helps players, staff, and fans achieve their goals. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
North Texas leading by a goal to nil over Chattanooga Red Wolves at the break in USL League One action. It is opening weekend across USL League One. As it is Ricardo Pepi getting the opening goals. Now take a look at the schedules for both of these teams for North Texas. 3 straight home games to start the season. Take on Forward Madison on April the 13th at 9:20 p.m. Central Time, and then home with Orlando City B. A couple of opportunities for FC Dallas to maybe bring a doubleheader to the Toyota Stadium, with the MLS side, FC Dallas, playing early in the evening, and then bring the USL League One side to bring some more action to the pitch afterwards. Meanwhile, for Chattanooga, a first home game coming up next weekend, also against Forward Madison. So Forward Madison's next 2 games are against these 2 teams, and for Chattanooga, it'll be at a local high school stadium at Chattanooga Christian School, as they did break ground this week in a 5,500-seat soccer-specific stadium, which they will play in 2020. But for now, it is Forward Madison away to Greenville to start the year. It has not been the best of starts here in Frisco, though, as we now take a closer look at what's going on around League One here on opening weekend and what this league means to USL. As we now take a look at the first game in the history of USL League One. 10 clubs, 5 matches this weekend. We'll do that in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at what's going on around this league, the newest division of USL, the PDL also being rebranded as League Two. So you have the championship, top of the pile below MLS, now USL League One, with 5 of the 10 teams entering their first year of existence. Penn FC and Rochester Rhinos, previously in the USL Championship, now playing in League One starting next year. Here are the 10 teams. You have North Texas, Orlando City, and Toronto FC associated with MLS clubs, but Richmond Kickers, a long-standing mainstay in lower division U.S. soccer, joining the likes of Chattanooga, FC Tucson, Forward Madison, Greenville, Lansing, and South Georgia. As you now take a look at the first game here in USL League One. It was last night, played between South Georgia Tormenta and Greenville Triumph. So Georgia, the South Carolina. You see some of the pageantry here in the stands here in South Georgia, sold out stadium, and here would be the game's only goal, or rather, excuse me, a missed chance here. Here would be South Georgia trying to win on the near post. Nice chance on there for South Georgia's Dennis. And here would be the opening goal, first goal in the history of League One, and well taken as well by Alex Morrell. His name in the record books. So League One's first ever goal scorer. Purple Flares sit off behind the goal, and we're away in USL League One. Earlier today, it was Lansing Ignite winning by 3-2 away from home against Richmond Kickers. A great game for Lansing. They're 3-0 up and doing well to come back. Richmond at the City Stadium. And Orlando City B right now trailing by a 0-0 to FC Tucson. Later on this week, we'll have South Georgia Tormenta home with FC Tucson, and Orlando City B back in action on Friday night, taking on Toronto FC2. That's the opening weekend and opening games of USL League One. When we come back, we'll have first half highlights in our game this evening against North Texas and Chattanooga Red Wolves. That's coming on the way. Stay tuned.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Rehydrate. I've got a job to do.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. Forerunner. Treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off. Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. Oof. You never cease to amaze me, Maya.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Injuries can be overcome. Returns can be triumphant. The top of your game is well within reach. From comprehensive care to advanced research, everything you need to rehab, recover, and refuel your performance is in the playbook at Texas Health Sports Medicine.
USL League One action this evening as North Texas SC home with Chattanooga Red Wolves. We're going to bring you our first half highlights. Be a free kick here from Wailefi for Chattanooga. The header is on. Flicked header there at the near post from Mullen. And Jimmy Maurer just there to watch wide. As here would be the goal. Ricardo Pepi taking advantage of that first-time ball there from Romero. It looked for a moment like it'd be fairly straightforward for Chattanooga to deal with, but Pepi there to take advantage, step ahead of Mullen. And score past Alex Mengels. More chances would come here for North Texas. Pepi's doing some fantastic work along with Dante Saley to his left. Nicely done there by Romero to dink a ball in, and you bet your money on Pepi scoring, and definitely on Brian Reynolds smashing in from that kind of range. Instead, he blazes over. Lovely first-time strike there, but straight at the keeper. An opportunity for Pepi to aim for the corners. As there would be the low cross through there. Again, lovely work. Able to finally get that peel back off, but Seeley unable to get anything towards goal. And then another chance on the free kick, on the corner. Romero towards goal, and then Ponsa able to get it clear for Chattanooga. Chance on again here. Pepi forcing Mangles to come off his line and make the save. Lovely ball there from Jata. Sent him the wrong way, but Pepi nearly getting his second. Only a few chances here for Chattanooga. Cito Sione had the best of them here off this right-hand side, able to create a chance on here for Chattanooga away from Bonilla and forcing Jimmy Maurer into the save. And fantastic work there from Cito Sione. The Spaniard forcing the save as those are our first half highlights presented by Advocare. As we now bring you our stats, you see North Texas with 10 shots, 3 of them on target. And just offside the one time. We've not had a yellow in this one. Referee Marco Vega keeping that one fairly calm. As those are our first half stats, and they are presented by Chase. North Texas, a far more dominant side in that first half. As both teams are back out on the field. I hope our pitchside microphones won't be hearing any more wind. It was a very windy first half. Did affect the play at times, particularly any ball that was lofted in the air. Saw Hosseini Jata trying to distribute from the center of the park. Just struggling to do so with the conditions at the stadium. Can't imagine as we move into spring, it'll be too long before it's a balmy, hot evening at the Toyota, but for now, just a few more weeks of cold and wind here in Frisco. He's the last player for Chattanooga, the left back, Jonathan Caparelli, back on. You wonder what Tim Hankinson would have said to his team. Also how he might make some changes. Let's have Juan Mir on the bench. 23-year-old Argentinian Ami Pineda comes from Orange County. It will just be an internal response coming from this team that did not have much in that first half, as we are underway, as the referee did blow his whistle, but Eamon Zayed electing to take his time as it is sent long. The kickoff, and a free kick going quickly here by Chattanooga. We go from right to left. Wearing their away whites with the red trim. You see there just a little bit of unnecessary tricks there from Arturo Rodriguez, part of that midfield. Taken short by Walefi. And going down, the referee waving play on against Andrew Mullen. And now away here is Ricardo Pepi towards that penalty area. The 16-year-old strikes, and it comes off of Connor Doyle. Saw Mullen go down. I don't believe he's joined this defense again as Pepi trying to flick on. And now Bonilla trying to take advantage. And it came off the frame of the goal, and now a free kick for Chattanooga. As Mullen has stayed down. And I believe Mullen having a go at the referee, Marco Vega, saying, "Where was the ball when I got kicked?" He limping on. I don't know if he'll be fit to continue. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tackle here from Pepi, and no doubt he catches that left ankle of Mullen. Does look fit to carry on. We'd have to say that was a miss from our matchday referee. And Ponsa. Jonathan Caparelli. And it's a loose ball given away there to Pepi. Here's Jata, who can turn. Leave it with Brandon Servania. And Kevin Bonilla. Here's Dante Seeley, the 15-year-old from Frisco. Feels for offside, and they are given there against Kevin Bonilla. It's so far forward from his left back position. He is in a position to be offside. Alex Mengels, who will be frustrated at the communication with his central defense and giving away the first goal. He is a lower division champion with San Francisco Deltas and NASL. Breck Evans. We were hoping the wind might have died down. He flares back into the microphones. Montgomery. And Cervania. See Brian Reynolds out here on this right-hand side. It's one thing to get forward, it's another thing to basically vacate the right back position. You wonder if that is the instruction from Eric Quill, but got far forward in that first half. Well done there by Moulin. And now Soto. Lovely ball out to this left-hand side for Caparelli. Plays in the path here of Stephen Beattie in the penalty area. Goes towards that byline. Played in. Chance on here for Cito Sione. And away. Still not entirely cleared their lines. Comes for Doyle, who hit first time. And it goes blazing over. So you have a look again here at the chance. Good patience here from Beattie. As Cervania went in. It was peeled back for Sione, who hit it straight into Bonilla. And then not the most convincing clearance there from Montgomery. And Doyle nearly made him pay. Chance on here for Chattanooga. To at least found a response here in the second half. Early stages, albeit. Montgomery. Let's try to play the ball between the lines. Perhaps a bit too much pace on that. Towards Seeley. Ball on there by Rodriguez. And now Zaya doing very well to send Connor Doyle on his way. Sends a nice fizzing ball up towards Zaya, who tries to work through multiple defenders. Breck Evans able to deal with it. Walefi. A bit loose there from Richard Dixon, but well done there by Walefi to make amends. Coming in off that right-hand side. Chance on here for Sione, who still carries on. Cito Sione just loses out. Well done, though, by Beattie to win it back in a fair fashion. Zaya trying to poke through. And now Jata. Quite a contest on the center of the park between these two. Now North Texas away through Jata, and a pretty severe tug of the shirt there from Jose Soto is going to earn him a trip to Marco Vega's book. Yellow for the North Texas native from Fort Worth, Soto. Also played for their MLS rival FC Dallas in Houston Dynamo. Actually played for Tim Hankinson while on loan from the club in San Antonio.
A yellow card has been issued to Chattanooga player number 8.
Quite a lovely chime before that yellow card announcement. Montgomery into the path of Jata. Bonilla far forward. Now Rodriguez nearly losing out, but able to win it back. Jata again. Good cross in. Pepi rising, as was Romero sliding in at the back post to try and turn in. Just a bit too much pace on it there from the Gambian Jata. Good effort though from Romero. And here you see Romero nearly getting a decisive touch on it. Any power in that from Mengels. Flick on there, Beattie. And now Caparelli. Lovely flick there from Soto. Strong challenge though, won by Romero. Play on, says the referee. Cervania. And Reynolds. Caparelli trying to make amends. Tackle snapping in. You see North Texas keen to play out. Advantage given there. Reynolds leaving it there for Evans, and Montgomery having to chase it down, but he just about did so. Now Fousseyni Diatta. Bonilla, who just seems to drift further and further forward. Fantastic ball there from Servania, sending Bonilla chasing towards that byline. The sliding tackle came in from Richard Dixon, and he too is receiving yellow. Lovely work on that far side from Kevin Bonilla, who was without doubt on his way towards that byline to deliver a ball in, and instead hacked down. You see him grabbing at his chest. So second booking in a few minutes here for the visitors, as we now have a look here at the tackle. That's a nasty one, isn't it? In there on Bonilla. Interesting though to see Bonilla. You wonder if it's how he landed on his arms, that kind of grabbing at his chest. Because the tackle came in on his left ankle, I believe, but seemed more to be indicating chest pain. Wonder if it was if he landed awkwardly. The trainers tending to him. 17 years of age, coming up through the pipeline at FC Dallas. Now in League One side, North Texas. He might be guarding his wrist there. North Texas will take the free kick without him momentarily. See the treatment for his shoulder and the collarbone as well. A little bit of agony there. The options available to Eric Quill. With just 5 substitutes this evening. North Texas does have Jorge Imanol Almaguer as a defensive option available. Now opportunity on here for the free kick. It's towards that near post and cut out well there by Stephen Beatty. Not the greatest of delivery. Actually has been for the evening. Header away there from Doyle. And Reynolds back to the keeper. And it will be Imanol Almaguer that is being prepared to come on for Bonilla should that substitution need to be made. Right now, North Texas playing with 10. Servania. It's always difficult for some new sides to come together. At least from a North Texas point of view, a lot of these players have come through the academy at FC Dallas where similar ideas would have been preached. It's not an entirely new thing. And as Tim Hankinson is molding a team and a system out of nothing, which he's done a few times, but let's take a second for it to all come together. As it will be Almaguer that will come on for Bonilla. I wonder if it will be like for like or maybe a shift in the back four for North Texas. Chattanooga did have a 6-game preseason. Had a couple of signs from the championship in Birmingham Legion, Atlanta United 2. Also play against Louisville. Now will be a throw in here for North Texas. And here comes the confirmation of the change. It is a Texas Health Sports Medicine substitution that is necessitated by an injury that maybe Texas Health Sports Medicine can treat. And it will be Jorge Imanol Almaguer that will come on for Kevin Bonilla.
Entering the game is number 36.
And it does look like for like as well, with Almaguer going out to that left-hand side. He too will go forward plenty. See a little preference to play with his right foot though, so maybe right-footed player playing at left back. See how they get on North Texas. That change. Flick on there Almaguer, but one back by Richard Dixon. Now Beatty turning, trying to send Sione on his way. Here's Cito Sione. First time cross is lofted in. Now Evans forced to deal. No It'll be a throw in here for Chattanooga. And another throw in here for Chattanooga is Stephen Beattie, able to win one, a one-time player in the League of Ireland with Cork City. Does have Champions League experience as Cork City were league winners. As the ball came deflected off of Reynolds, and will go out to play for a goal kick. After they won the league, had the chance to qualify for the Champions League. Every champion of Europe has that opportunity. And Beattie and Cork City out after just 2 games. Actually, original draft pick of Toronto FC in Major League Soccer after playing college soccer here in the United States at Northern Kentucky. He'll return to his native Ireland. Now back here in the U.S. with Chattanooga. Trying to apply the pressure here to North Texas, who play through Montgomery. Trying to flick on there with Seeley. Now Caparelli trying to avoid the pressure of Seeley. And Beattie can turn for the right option. It's with Soto, tries to play it first time, but came off of Jata last and out for a throw-in. Soto. Caparelli down the line. Trying to play towards Zayed. One by Jata, now Walefi, his touch straight into the path of Romero, who can charge on, but well done there by Moulin to get a touch to it. And Ponsa following up as well. Doyle. And Sione playing Soto into space. Josue Soto. Lofted towards Eamon Zayed, who tries to take down and does so successfully for Beattie. Now Richard Dixon and Beattie again. The delivery towards that back post. And Sione, did he keep it in play? He did not. The assistant's flag is up on the far side for a goal kick. An hour gone, it's still Ricardo Pepi's goal that has North Texas SC up by a 0-0. Came off a defensive communication error between Alex Mengels and Andrew Mullen. Pepi able to take advantage for his first professional goal for North Texas. Scored plenty as a academy player. Now getting a chance here in League One. Chance on here for Almaguer, charging on, plenty of pace on him. He'll have a strike, Almaguer, and it falls here for Reynolds, who drags it wide. Had a great opportunity in the first half and blazed over that time. Dragging his shot. It was great work, though, by Imanol Almaguer. Have a look again at the hit. This is an absolute sitter here for Reynolds, and never even looked like scoring. I wonder if that miss in the first half might have been playing on his mind. The 17-year-old could have been scoring. And a free kick here for Chattanooga, as we are hearing word of a double change being prepared for Chattanooga. It'll be Josue Soto and Cito Sione who will make way. More on that in just a moment as Jata wins the ball. And now acres of space here for Romero, who's into the penalty area. Here's Romero dragging across, and it's turned in. And the flag stays down. And it's 2-0 to North Texas. Ricardo Pepi again. He just can't stop scoring no matter the level. 2-0 to North Texas. Way too much space afforded to Romero. And instead of taking the shot on, plays it across, comes off of Amponsa. just a simple tap-in. You will not score an easier goal than that for Ricardo Pepi, but I have to say it's the movement of Romero, his ball across, that creates the scoring chance. And it's Ricardo Pepi who's already got a brace in his first game here for North Texas. And you just wonder what the ceiling on this player is. A player with that kind of nose for goal. 6 goals in preseason, 4 matches, 19 goals in 8 appearances. Again, 19 goals in 8 appearances for the FC Dallas U17 side. And now a pair of goals against a team full of players with professional experience. It's not just the goals, it's the movement, it's the layoffs. And now North Texas leading 2-0. Beatty trying to get turned around Servania, as we did have both changes confirmed. Angel Zaguro coming on for Soto. The Albanian, 26 years of age. And here is Zaguro down that left-hand side. Juan Mir coming on for Cito Sione, as it's delivered by Caparelli, headed away. And will come out to Walefi. And it's just poor there from Doyle, but fortunate to see Mullen charging through. And now a free kick here for North Texas. Excuse me, for Chattanooga. So a pair of changes to try and change things for Tim Hankinson. He might have preferred that those two players come on at 1-0, but just as he was preparing them, they were carved open by North Texas. And now, what can they do here with this free kick? Beatty over it for Chattanooga, and he seems like he wants it. Looks like Zaguro will come off as the ball is delivered towards that back post. Mullen trying to get something on it, but Brian Reynolds forced to concede the corner. As the corner is delivered, rising to try and get something on it was Richard Dixon. He can play it out the other side. Gets in there ahead of Reynolds. And it rules out of play for a goal kick. Well done there by Brian Reynolds, defending his back post. Reynolds, who has part of a squad for FC Dallas, but did not feature in that game against DC United. As here is Almaguer. Lovely 1-2, and he charges on his way. Imanol Almaguer has been a burst of pace since coming on. Here he is. Quick feet outside the penalty area. Still charging on. Still Almaguer. And it comes. Chance on here for North Texas. Well dealt with at the back there by Zaguro. As the chance looked on for the hosts. And Rodriguez, as the cross is delivered. Might come here for Pepi, but away by Zaguro. And now Beatty trying to charge onto it. We're in the armband tonight. And a tackle came in there from Servania. And you see Beatty frustrated with Servania, and it does earn Brandon Servania a yellow. So first yellow card of this match for North Texas goes to the 20-year-old native of Dallas, Brandon Servania. Now what can Chattanooga do with this free kick? A little bit of a snapping through there. The ball is played into the area. Ayman Zayed. One down there by Rodriguez just to poke it away. Well, the ball hit along there towards Seeley. One down there by Zaguro. Seeley, though, a nice sliding challenge in as it'll be Another change here for North Texas as Rodriguez will come off. Coming on is Biku Bisson, 20-year-old Haitian. He's a U20 teammate of Ronald Damu, who is also on the bench. 3 goals in 4 games at the CONCACAF Under-20 Championships, Bisson. And now coming in midfield in for Rodriguez as the ball is played through the channel there by Doyle. We'll now leave it here with Caparelli, who joins in that midfield as the ball is lofted up towards the substitute Mir, but well done there by Maurer just to poke it away.
We also had a yellow card in the 67th minute called on North Texas SC.
As that change was presented by Texas Health Sports Medicine. Bisson on for Rodriguez. Evans and Montgomery. And a first time ball there from Jata. Richard Dixon to take the throw in here for Chattanooga. Nearly 70 minutes gone, and North Texas has been well worth their 2-0 lead. Great performance from Eric Quill's men. I wonder some of the players they'll be bringing through as the cross is delivered towards Zayed, who headed it back from whence it came, and a chance out of nearly nothing for Chattanooga Red Wolves. And it was Stephen Beatty, and it kind of fizzed in with a little bit of tailspin, and Zayed just a bit wide of that far post. Took it very well, given its trajectory. But just wide there from the Irish Libya dual international, as Reynolds can charge on his way, plays in the path here of Pepi, but it's Jata who will take it, but he was offside, and I think Pepi would have to be frustrated. I believe he was on and Jata was off, and Jata insisted on taking it, when if Pepi takes it, he's on his way towards his hat trick, and I believe he was on. Izaguro trying to get turned there was Beatty. Let it go out of play. But what a chance that would have been. And again, North Texas just breaking the lines. Simultaneously, Chattanooga with too many men deep. And plenty of space to play through. Tim Hankinson with a lot to sort out in the week as the ball is flicked on there by Pepi. Jata trying to play it. And now trying to leave it for Pepi, who can win the ball off of Mponsa. And a throw in here for Chattanooga. Pepi and a fan can scarcely believe it, but seemed like the correct decision for me. Seeley leaving it here with Bisson. Now Montgomery leaving it with the Haitian. Servani up. Now Seeley doing well to leave it here for Reynolds. 1v1 against Izaguro. Tug at the shirt, but Reynolds carries on. It's towards Jata. Play on, says the referee. The cross is in. Plenty on it. Taken down by Romero. And now Seeley trying to overhead kick back towards that mixer. And now an opportunity for Chattanooga to hit on the counter here through Connor Doyle, who charges on. A little bit of support with him. Receives the ball back. Sprays it out to this left-hand side. Caparelli in plenty of space. Leave it on the edge here with Mir, who tried to flick it back into the path of Caparelli. And you see there the two players saying we were kind of on the right wavelength, but not enough. As Seeley has it cut out by Beatty. Now Chattanooga just trying to work their way back into the game. Here's Doyle again. Caparelli, who's done well since moving into midfield. again, the Argentinian. Walefi and Connor Doyle saw a man on, but instead gives away to Bisonf. Now Romero. Excuse me. Servania. Reynolds. Sealy. See the space out on this left-hand side for Almaguer. Slides into the path of Romero, but a bit too much on it. Almaguer, the 18-year-old, is a real bright spot since coming on. Lovely delivery. It's in towards Sealy. Was he onside? I believe he was. There's Mangles playing out after catching, unless the advantage was given. I believe Dante Sealy was on. You see Caparelli calling for it from Mponsa and then asking him to send it on its way. Instead, he'll leave it with the goalkeeper, Mangles, who returns for the Ghanaian Mponsa. And Isaguro able to win the throw. Mponsa receiving plenty of pressure on the ball, the 21-year-old. Now Reynolds nearly getting the tricks off. Beatty trying to do the same, and instead it's Reynolds who carries on. Lovely flick there from Pepi. Here's Brian Reynolds. Fantastic from the number 9. He's had an incredible performance. Bisonf and Servania. Almaguer. We're just fizzing out a little bit, but I'll reset. Almaguer again with Romero. Just flicked on there. Now Montgomery across for Breck Evans. Lovely flick there from Jata. Almaguer. What a passing move this has been from North Texas. Romero trying to break the lines in towards Sealy, and that time the flag was up. Dante Sealy, the 15-year-old, trying to break through. Might horrify some of the audience to know that Sealy born April 2003. Many young talents in the North Texas area. Son of a international for Trinidad and Tobago, Scott Sealy. Now on this left-hand side, it's had a great game for North Texas as Beatty turning. Richard Dixon on this far side, losing out the Jamaican. And Montgomery clearing. Doesn't look like Jata could win the ball. And we'll come here for Bisonf. Bit of a loose ball from the Haitian, but Jata on his way. Here's Sealy now on this right-hand side. Lovely ball outside of the boot. Reynolds trying to get it across off of Mponsa. Skill just oozing from this North Texas side this evening. Fantastic there from Sealy. Oh, it's poor there from Juan Mir. We thought that was a right back charging on his way, but instead was Oscar Romero. Ricardo Pepi's brace, the difference. Breck Evans. Left-footed ball. Flighted out to that far side. The backwards header might be on here for a hat trick, and it will be for Ricardo Pepi, who takes advantage of the mistake in the back from Richard Dixon, and it's a hat trick on his professional debut for Ricardo Pepi and his North Texas, putting 3 past Chattanooga. What a debut for this young man, just 16 years of age. It's a great ball from Breck Evans, and you see the awkwardness from Richard Dixon. It's a backwards header to try and allow Mengels to catch. Instead, leaves him for dead, and Ricardo Pepi is there to take advantage for a second time tonight, on top of the great ability, great instinct as well, to put pressure on the goalkeeper, to keep running when it might look hopeless. And what a performance from this 16-year-old, who will be ascending up this organization very quickly. Could be one of the top players to watch in USL League One. Born January 2003, so the 03 class looking pretty solid for North Texas tonight between Seeley and Pepi. And will be a final change for Chattanooga, as coming on is Ami Pineda, making his debut. On for Caparelli. I thought had a pretty solid performance once moving into midfield, but it'll be Ami Pineda, the 22-year-old from Santa Ana, former player in the LA Galaxy Academy in United States U20 setup. It's now a interesting situation developing away from the ball. So a bit of an altercation between the players. At the front of it, Pepi and Jata, and Andrew Mullen having to be separated. Now wagging finger as well from Beattie. He's going to have a conversation here off to the side with Pepi. Covers his mouth to do so.
We have a substitution.
And there will be a final change as Ronaldo Demu will come on for I believe it might be for Seeley, as the confirmation of the change of Caparelli off for Pineda. It will be Dante Seeley who comes off. The referee still has plenty to get sorted here. While the fourth official ushers in the change. That change, by the way, brought to you by Texas Health Sports Medicine. And now the captain's hugging it out. And Marco Vega will allow the play to continue. Didn't quite get a look at that off-ball incident. And Dante Seeley will come off and gets an ovation from the North Texas supporters. And there is Ronaldo Demu. 8 appearances for the Haitian U20 national team. And now a throw in here for North Texas after that off-ball situation sorted, as Demu comes on. And now all the way back here to Jimmy Maurer in goal. Given away there by Bisson. First time ball from Pineda towards that back post. Trying to play it Zayed, lifting it towards that far post, and Beattie headed across and away by Bisson. Now Jata. Was played into the channel here for the substitute Demu, and well done there on the tackle by Richard Dixon to play it off of Demu, but the referee still giving a corner. I don't believe he saw that correctly, as Dixon slid in there. Thought he got it off of the Haitian, but it is a corner on that far side for Oscar Romero to take. And it's a good ball in, away by Emponza. But picked up by Bisson. Now Pepi just lost out on his touch. He'll be forgiven. And then Ponce away. Appeals for handball there against Walefi. Just slide in to win it back. Pineda. And now Zaguro trying to play out. Just gives it away. Here to Jata. Tug of the shirt. And a throw in. And now the North Texas bench, first off, should be asking for a free kick. But definitely the ball taken a bit too far forward on the throw in by Zaguro. Beatty. Doyle. Given away. Their Pineda couldn't turn. Bisson with a dangerous ball, and Breck Evans forced to hoof it clear. Loose header there from Walefi, and Ponce there to make sure it got cleared as the ball is played long. Awkward there between Maurer and his defenders, just off the knee there. Dole trying to send it towards that area. Zayed leaving for Beatty, trying to catch the keeper out, and he scored! The first goal for Chattanooga Red Wolves. A first-time strike by the Irishman, Stephen Beatty. It's 3-1.
Chattanooga goal.
And Maurer racing back to his line, and he probably want that one back. You wonder how much the wind played a role on the trajectory between where it landed between the goalkeeper and the defender, but Maurer had some time to race back and get on his line, but didn't appear in position to deal with that first-time effort. Incredibly well taken from Beatty. Well, Chattanooga trying to apply a little pressure here to their host this evening. Doyle. Beatty. Trying to poke it through, but not enough pace on the ball towards Mir. And a free kick here for North Texas. Juan Mir, who does have a decorated youth career with Cordoba in Argentina, and also playing in Mexico for Monarcas Morelia, Atlas in Puebla. But has not yet really grown into the game since coming on as a substitute. Montgomery. Long ball up towards Demu. Walefi. Richard Dixon. And Ponce. See the red shirts coming forward to press. Zaguro. Now play it long up towards Zayed. Try to track that ball, but well dealt with there by Montgomery. That long ball hits its target. Plenty of danger on as Pineda goes towards that byline and gets shoved over there by Reynolds, and now a free kick here in a dangerous area. This near side, can Beatty deliver a good ball towards Dixon? Plenty of shoving in the area, but never going to be a penalty against Romero, and it comes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Zaguro will try and continue to get Chattanooga started. Definitely been among the more influential of the 3 substitutions is now a bit of pressure here for Moulin, and that's loose and nearly given straight to Demu, who's trying to apply the pressure. Doyle. North Texas fans creating some atmosphere for their team that has certainly provided the entertainment this evening. A great game. Chattanooga still trying to apply the pressure. Servania doing well to deal with it. Jata trying to play first time for Bisson. 50-50 won by North Texas. And now Pepi try to play it towards Demu. You see him frustrated with the angling of his run, as he stopped it for fear of being offside. The flicked on header is towards Connor Doyle. Into the penalty area is Connor Doyle. We'll leave it here with Pineda. Calls for a back post delivery, but it's short here with Beatty, who did well to keep it for Chattanooga. Now Pineda again into the area. Towards that byline, Pineda. We'll leave it here with Beatty. The cross is in. Diving header away by Breck Evans. Walefi. Chance on here for a decent finale to this one. This ball's played towards Zayed, who takes it in the area. Gets turned. Trying to leave it short here with Doyle. Now Moulin delivering it. It's a good ball. And towards Wamir. But well caught there by Maurer. Isonth. Demu. The ball between the lines here for Jata, who tries to poke it on for Demu. Does very well to win the ball, but did so in a foul manner in the judgment of the referee. And now Richard Dixon trying to get Chattanooga Red Wolves started. Can they get a second? Never see word. We'll have 2 minutes of Advocare stoppage time at the end of this second half. It's not really enough time to allow Chattanooga to get into this one. 2 does not really seem like enough, given the 6 changes, 3 goals. Stoppage for a brief altercation, but referee Marco Vega just electing to get on with it. Jata, an opportunity looked on there to play the ball for Demu, but instead they'll turn and keep possession of the ball. Just killing the game off here, North Texas. Trying to flick on there was Romero, and just came at it with a bit too much pace. Brian Reynolds. It was Pepi, excuse me. He used to have an outstanding game. Here's Mir. And a throw in for Chattanooga, maybe to get one last goal. Flattered the scoreline just that little bit. Zaguro trying to play the cross, and it's over. Zayed arriving. Dixon on the back post, and it's in. A second for Chattanooga Red Wolves, and now then, can they get the ball to the center circle and create one last chance? What a finale here at Toyota Stadium. Chattanooga Red Wolves getting a pair of goals to work their way back into this one. And a great run on that back post from Richard Dixon. And Almaguer only worrying about Zayed behind him. Did not see the progress of Richard Dixon, who made that late run, and the header came in. Now then, can North Texas get a fourth? It went blazing across there from Pepi. And now we are approaching the end of our minimum of 2 minutes. Pineda. Walefi. Chattanooga have got to get on with it here with just the minimum of 2. Pineda. And it's out here for Zaguro. It does seem like they'll get one last ball in. Zaguro playing it towards Beatty, into the area. Beatty across! And it's straight for Jimmy Maurer. You saw the anticipation in that Chattanooga technical area. They thought maybe that Beatty had played that right ball. That appears like it'll be the last chance. And that is the final whistle. Chattanooga make it interesting, but North Texas, led by a hat trick from Ricardo Pepi, the 16-year-old, had won by 3 goals to 2 in their first game in USL League One. A nice meeting between Eric Quill and Tim Hankinson. Used to be coach and player. Now opposite numbers here in this one. Hankinson and Quill. Watch their two sides play an entertaining game here at the Toyota Stadium. North Texas, we're 3-0 up. But Chattanooga able to at least make it interesting here in these final few minutes. Getting a second half stoppage time goal to get it within 1. Goals from Richard Dixon and Stephen Beatty. Ricardo Pepi's hat trick is the difference. And there you see the number 9 who gets North Texas the 3 points this evening, and what a performance it was from the 16-year-old. Gets his opener on the mistake, and then carries on and scores twice more for North Texas, who win by 3 goals to 2 over Chattanooga this evening in USL League One action.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Rehydrate. I've got a job to do.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. Forerunner. Our treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off. Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. Oof. You never cease to amaze me, Mike.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
North Texas SC winning by 3 goals to 2 over Chattanooga Red Wolves this evening. As we can now bring you our full-time highlights. They are presented by Advocare. And what a game it was between North Texas and Chattanooga. North Texas off to a flying start. We can now bring you the opening goal. The ball over the top, and Pepi there to take advantage. Ricardo Pepi getting off to a great start. Romero with the ball over the top. It would not be the first time those two would combine. And Ricardo Pepi celebrating, taking advantage of that miscommunication there between defender and goalkeepers. Here would be the second for North Texas in the second half. Romero sliding across, went through a pair of defenders, and Ponza and Mullen appealing for offside, but it was never going to be given, as Pepi with the easy tuck in for 2-0 to North Texas. And already a great debut for Pepi, but it would get better, and again, it would be a mistake at the back. Richard Dixon trying to head back for goalkeeper Mengels, and Pepi just with a little chip over Alex Mengels. He makes it 3-0 to North Texas SC. And it looked like North Texas were going to be flying, creating chances, continuing to go forward. But Chattanooga would have a response after Ricardo Pepi had bagged his hat trick. First, the long ball over the top. Maurer coming off his line, having to hit it off his knee. Doyle just getting it forward, and it looked like Maurer had gotten back into position, but Stephen Beatty able to take advantage. Hit first time off the layoff from Zayed, putting it past Jimmy Maurer for Chattanooga, and that just looked, at the time, a fun consolation. Chattanooga getting their first goal in club history from their captain on the day, Stephen Beatty. But we have an interesting finale as Zaguro would play a great ball towards that back post. And look at the run for Richard Dixon, who comes flying through and heads in for 3-2. Chattanooga would be able to send one more ball through the area from Stephen Beatty, but it would be caught by Jimmy Maurer. And that is how we would finish at North Texas SC 3, Chattanooga Red Wolves 2. As we now bring you our full-time stats, they are presented by Chase. North Texas dominating the play in both halves. 16 shots, 6 on target, 62% of the possession. Chattanooga able to at least get some attacking impetus, particularly with the change of bringing Benjil Zaguro on. The Albanian making a difference, able to get Chattanooga going forward a bit more. Just 38% possession though, and only one shot hitting target, and it was the goal from Stephen Beatty. So not really a ton of work to do for Jimmy Maurer. Cito Sione also had a decent chance in that first half, but in the end, it is North Texas SC who get the 3 points in their debut here in League One. This is a side with tons of potential considering their academy setup, and you saw it this evening, teenagers making a real impact for Eric Coole's men, and they get the 3 points over Chattanooga Red Wolves. For our terrific USL crew, my name is Chris Whittingham signing off. Your final score, North Texas SC 3, Chattanooga Red Wolves 2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.